I'm sure you already know Mr. Beast. He's the most subscribed to YouTuber. He's a wildly successful philanthropist. He's an entrepreneur. He's pretty much everywhere. And there are a lot of articles out there talking about how much he earns per video and how he reinvests it all back into his channel. And in this video, I'm gonna use simple business concepts to explain why I truly believe, and I'm very confident that Mr. Beast is worth over $1 billion. The best part about this video is the concepts that we're gonna use are really easy to understand and you can apply them anywhere. And that's gonna take us into the first thing that we're gonna talk about today, which is comps. Comps stands for comparables or comparable transactions. And the first thing that comes to mind when you're thinking about this concept is real estate. So let's say you're looking at a house and you wanna know how much it's valued, or you're talking to like a real estate broker. Oftentimes what they'll do is they'll look for houses that have sold in the area or that are most similar to you, and they'll come up with a metric, let's say price per square foot. And they take that price per square foot, then they look at how many square feet are in the house, and that's how they come up with the number. So if all the houses in the area are selling for $100 per square foot, and a house is 1,000 square feet, then you could think that the total value of that is gonna be $100,000. The cool part about this is, we would use it all the time, sort of intuitively in real estate, but this applies to all businesses. So when I worked in investment banking, comps were the best way to start to come up with a value. Let's say you're valuing a chocolate company. Well, let's look at the last 5 chocolate companies that have sold and look for the range of metrics. In this case, it could be how much did they sell for versus how much were they doing in revenue. That's called a revenue multiple. So when I'm thinking about Mr. Beast in the beginning, what we need to do is come up with a value for his subscribers. Now, I've already done a couple of videos on this, and you can see my video of Ali Abdaal up here. But what I've done when looking at Ali Abdaal and Rare Liquid is come up with what their annual revenue streams were, and I divided it by their subscribers. And interestingly enough, both of these are in the same realm of about $1.25 all the way up to $2.50. And so when we're thinking about how we could apply this to Mr. Beast, I'd say, really conservatively, if we were to do this, let's call it $1 per transaction, right? Or $1 per subscriber. So if he's got 155 million subscribers, below the range of Ali Abdaal and Rare Liquid, it would mean he's generating $150 million annually. But we don't know how this is gonna scale. I mean, Ali Abdaal is a really big YouTuber at 4 million subscribers, but he's not 150 million. So even if we were to give this a huge haircut, and let's say it's worth maybe around 50% of the range, at 66 cents per subscriber, I think it's fair to assume using these comps that Mr. Beast's channel is bringing in roughly $100 million in revenue per year. There are probably articles online that'll tell you the exact number, but this is more to show you how to use comps to get to this sort of estimate. He's also got a couple other things going on. He's got chocolate bars and he's got a burger restaurant. I've tried his chocolate bars. They're really good. I haven't tried his burger because if I'm going to get a burger in Chicago, I'm going to one of these 4 spots because these are the best places to visit in Chicago for a burger. I know both have been well received and wildly successful. So there's a data point that his chocolate bars did like 10 million in the first couple months. And then his burgers have done like, I don't know, 150 million or something crazy in revenue. If we were to extrapolate that, and it hasn't grown at all or anything, 10 over 3 months would mean about 40 million a year. If we give this another haircut and say maybe the growth stalled or whatever, we still give this $25 million a year in chocolate revenue. He's got his burger enterprise where they are doing millions of burgers, and at a small order size of like, I don't know, $12.50 per order, it's like $11 per burger. We're talking about another layered on annually $30 million from his burger chain. So being extremely, extremely conservative in all of this estimating and massaging things a little bit, I'd say Mr. Beast's revenue stream just from like YouTube revenue in these 2 ventures is over $150 million annually. We can use comps again to see why this matters. And in 2019, Kylie Jenner sold 51% of her business, which was doing 177 million in revenue, for $1.2 billion. That is a great comp here because it's an influencer with a consumer higher margin product who is doing a similar amount in revenue. If she sold $177 million in revenue per year for 1.2 billion, it means that there is a revenue multiple of 6.77. If we apply that 6.77 multiple to Mr. Beast's revenue stream of 150 million, it gets us over the $1 billion mark. So really quickly, we could see how Mr. Beast's revenue streams are worth over $1 billion. But the thing about this is I've been super conservative. We're not taking into account how quickly he's growing, and we don't know if there are any other revenue streams currently available to him that he could throw into this revenue number that would push it even higher. Okay, hope you found this exercise fun. Maybe you learned something. If you did, I would love it if you liked this video and you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.